Warren here, business coach to ethical entrepreneurs, founder of Success Circle, creator of Success Advisory Boards and the Business Freedom Sessions, as well as the free Profit with Principle Kickstart program that you can access by putting your name and email in the form at the top of this page. Thanks for stopping by. The rest of this site, it's all about you. There are tools, resources, book recommendations, information about ways you can get help, as well as blog posts. But in this video, it's all about me. And it's about me just for the simple reason that if you don't know me or my story or what I do, you'd probably like to know why you should care about anything I have to say and why you can believe me. So here's what I do. I help ethical business owners, hopefully like you, to succeed in your business and life by showing, teaching, pushing, cajoling, coaching you to profit with principle so you can live a life of happiness, prosperity, and contribution. I believe that's what you want, isn't it? Make a profit, enjoy your life, and make a difference. Now, my journey to this has been, shall we say, a circuitous one. And while it is a bit unusual to start a bio at birth, in my case, it's actually kind of relevant. You see, when I was born, I was supposed to die. I had a congenital defect, and the doctors told my parents I had essentially a 0 chance of survival. However, there were some new surgical techniques that had just been developed, and they'd like to give it a whirl. And fortunately, they did. And as it turned out, I was the second person in history to live. Now, here's why that's relevant. When I found out about this, it kind of stirred something in me. I felt I was given a gift I wasn't supposed to have. And so I thought, I better do something with it. Now, nice driving duty, but I was a little fuzzy on the details. So, of course, I figured I'd be a doctor. You know, give the way I'd been given to. So there I was in high school biology class. We get to dissect a frog. Here's my chance to start acting like the doctor. Well, didn't I just butcher the thing? Singularly, the worst job of dissection in the class, quite possibly in the history of the school. I'm not sure it could even be identified as a frog when I got through with it. So I became a lawyer. Pursuit of justice and all that. I became a lawyer at a great firm with great people, but I realized that fighting over a pie wasn't nearly as interesting as creating one. So I became an actor and theater director. You know, the transformative power of art. I loved it, won some awards, but people weren't really leaving my plays and living their lives differently or making the world a better place as a result. But throughout all of this, I always had this whisper in the back of my head. I'm sure you can relate to that little voice. You know, the one that says, go out on your own, start your own thing, be the entrepreneur. So like you, I ultimately took the leap. I left law, put together a killer business plan, got a whole bunch of people really excited about this semi-professional sports franchise, and the whole deal collapsed before it began. Undeterred, I started another venture with a partner. We joined with others to form something even bigger and better, and it grew. It developed a national reputation. We engaged in initiatives that helped develop and promote the new media industry. We saw how we could simultaneously make a huge impact while making some pretty good money. And from there, I was hooked. I saw that entrepreneurship was, and even more so, could be one of the most powerful forces for positive social change. Listen, entrepreneurs create the very culture in which we live. Think about it. Look around you. The coffee shop you hang out in, the apps you use, websites you visit, the clothes you wear, the restaurants you eat in, the photos at your wedding, the travel agency you call, the green cleaning products, the piano teacher, the gym you go to. That's the stuff that helps create our culture, and it's all created by entrepreneurs like you. I hope you realize how much you matter and how important it is that you do what you do. Entrepreneurs create. You create jobs, you create businesses, you create opportunity, you create products, you create wealth, you create improvements, you create experiences and memories. In one of my favorite plays, Rent, there's a line that says, the opposite of war is not peace, it is creation. So what you do matters, not just for you and for your family, but for all of us. And here's the thing, if it matters, then it matters that you do it well. So I knew that it was through entrepreneurship I could make the best use of that unexpected gift of life I'd received. And so I started helping other entrepreneurs back in 2002. I joined one of the world's largest and leading business coaching organizations, and for 6 years was their top coach in Canada. And then I decided I wanted to really be overt about my desire to help you not just profit, but to profit with principle. So how do I help people? Well, if you join the 10-day Profit with Principle Kickstart program, you'll get a pretty high-value exposure to most of the ways in which I help. But I can give you some concrete examples here so you have an idea. Now, because I'm going to use some numbers, I'm not going to identify names out of respect for the privacy of my clients. What if I could show you how to dramatically increase your revenues, like C, who called me when her organization was at about 1.8 million in revenue after 11 or 12 years in business and got to 10 million within 3 years of us working together? What if I could help you create a powerful strategy like D, who had received a bunch of advice from well-meaning professionals to engage in litigation that, if successful, would have got him about 600 grand within 2 years. But when he and I started digging into the opportunities of not fighting, we created a plan that had him within 8 months generating more than $2 million a month. The lawyers may not have been too happy, but he sure was, and that was fun. Now, what if I could help you get re-inspired about your business like R, who was doing well, but he was frankly bored? He hired me because he didn't know what to do next. He's since added about 50% to his bottom line, created a new and vibrant culture, is creating 2 new businesses, and is having a ball. What if I could show you how to inject your values into your business like L&G, who proactively engage their team in building a culture of respect, excellence, creativity, contribution. They've grown 500% and are doing work internationally while continually attracting top-notch talent. Or what if I could help you achieve independence from the business like B&D, who are grooming a second tier of management, all while building powerful financial controls so they can see their business continue to grow without their day-to-day involvement? Or finally, what if I could show you how to get some control of your life like Kay, who was working until 1 a.m. and on weekends, causing terrible strains on his marriage and his relationship with his kids? We got him coming home for 6 p.m. for dinner and spending time with his kids on the weekend. So listen, if you're not getting all the results you want, there are 2 things that are going to change that. 1, you need education. You have to learn to earn, but that's not enough. Knowledge unapplied is just trivia. So the second piece is you need people or a person to support you in that change. Support in getting the right training and building a plan and executing that plan and holding you accountable and in celebrating your success. So whether it's intense one-on-one support by me alone in a one-on-one program, or a combination of me and others in programs like Success Circle or Success Advisory Board, I ensure both these elements are present and available for you. You know, one of the things I see and hear a lot is that people don't act, don't change, don't grow for the simple reason that they just don't know where to start. That can be one of the most frustrating and painful pieces of the whole exercise. How do I get started? Where do I begin? Does it sound familiar? Well, here's how you start. Contact me. I'll direct you where to start. Maybe it's just to take the 10-day free program. Maybe it's to take a couple of the assessment tools I have under the Cool Tools section of my site. Or I'll suggest which of the programs I've created are right for you. I've developed several so that there's some form of support for whatever stage of development you're at. Your business is important. You're important. Because of that, ensuring you get the help you need is important. I look forward to helping you. Just put in your name and email below so we can get you on the path to even greater success, enjoyment, and impact. Success is yours. Go get it.